Hi everyone, long time no see. I'm sorry I haven't really been doing any videos for a while, but things have been really crazy. And I've been working really hard on getting my business up and running and off the ground and getting clients for my virtual assistant business, and I haven't had success yet, but I'm still trying to be hopeful and get that up and running. But today I am going to be making a trip through the area, and I wanted to take you all along with me and make a little vlog. Because depending on where in the world you are, wherever you're located, you may or may not have heard of the Butte Fire. The Butte Fire happened up in Northern California, right in my area, in my own county of Calaveras County up here in remote Northern California. It was the biggest wildfire that our entire area has ever seen. It was absolutely devastating, and it was probably one of the hardest things I have ever had to go through. It was really awful, and we were evacuated from our home for 2 weeks, didn't have any power or water. We didn't have any way to communicate with people. We couldn't see if our family and friends were okay. We had no idea. Our entire county was just ablaze. It was just burning, and everything pretty much was lost. Over 500 homes in just our little tiny community of Mountain Ranch alone were lost. Over 500 homes and a few lives were lost. Pretty much everyone I know, all of my friends and the people that I've grown up with here in this little, rural community, all their homes are gone. A lot of the structures that are hundreds of years old are gone. It's not like we live in an actual town. It's just, there's really no town. It's just the middle of nowhere, and there's people who have ranches and cabins scattered all throughout the hills up here in what we call our town of Mountain Ranch. And so a lot of the homes are gone. It was active for over 25 days, almost the entire month of September. It just blazed and burned everything to the ground. A lot of damage, a lot of homes, and a few lives lost. It burned all the way up into the very back end of our property, right past where our property line is. We were still home. We hadn't left home yet. We were looking out, and we could see the fire burning and coming straight down our hill towards our property. We were just watching it burn straight down the hill, coming right towards us, and it was pretty terrifying. And that's when we decided that we had to leave, because we were already on emergency and immediate evacuation, but being the stubborn family we are, we stayed put until we saw that, and then we knew we had to go. But praise God that it stopped right at the back of our property, and the front of our property and our house and our other structures around the house are safe. And our immediate neighbors close by are safe. But sadly, a lot of the homes behind us on this end and then in front of us on this end are gone. And over 500 homes near us in the community, people that we know, have lost homes. And even our little local market, the only place that we have, is gone. And that building was about 100 years old. So it's it's been really hard and really tough. One of my friends, that as a girl that I used to babysit, we could see her house from our hill, and I watched her house catch fire and burn to the ground. And another one of my closest friends that I grew up with, we watched their house burn down too. Can't tell you how hard that is. It's really tough. So the Butte Fire here in California was devastating, and It's been almost a month now since the disaster, and things are slowly starting to normalize. And there's still a lot of people here who don't have a phone line or even power. There's still phone lines down and power outages in places, and things are still a little stressful and hard for people. But here at our house, fortunately, we have phone and power back, so that's good. But a lot of other people, like my grandmother, she doesn't have a phone or anything right now. So yeah, things are still slowly kind of getting back to normal. That it was really crazy driving through our area on our main roads, because it literally looked like the end of the world, and it felt like it. It looked like bombs were dropped, like everything was just gone. All the houses that used to be there, all the big beautiful trees, we're out here in the foothills and the woods, and it's all gone. There's just nothing but empty black and gray space now. It looked like, the apocalypse or something. It looked like we survived in a zombie apocalypse or something. It looks absolutely devastating out there. But things are slowly starting to grow again, and the crews have done a really good job at clearing a lot of things, and kind of starting to rebuild and gather and clear and make things look a little more normal and less scary. But so I'm going to be driving through today, and I'm going to take you all with me and show you kind of what things look like now. They don't look nearly as bad as they did, say, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It looked really, really terrifying then, and it looks a lot better now. And I'll also put in some pictures there of during and right after the fire, and just kind of talk about and show you some of the things that were going on during that time and what things look like. And then I'll take you for a walk on the back of my property and show you guys my property, show you what burned and what didn't, and all the broken horse fences that firemen had to break through in order to fight the fire and save our house, which we're really thankful for. So we're gonna just do a little vlog today, and I'll just take you guys with me, and I'll show you what things look like now. So come on. Okay, we are now going to take a walk through my property and kind of show you what that looks like now. Everything looks a lot different than it did a month ago. Everything's starting to normalize and look better out here, but I have no idea how the zoom on this camera works. But if you can see way out there, the top of that hill, it was all black and all burned, and it burned straight down to right back there, and that's where we're gonna go walking now. So,
Hansom's behind you.
There's the kitty. This is Handsome, our kitty. He's our trusty, faithful kitty, and he comes with us on our walking adventures.
I wanna
He
do
protects
something.
us.
I wanna.
And this is my son, Caden. He's carrying his knives and swords to protect us as well as we go walking way back there. So we got our trusty, faithful kitty to protect us.
And tell them that.
And the 4-year-old.
And I tell them I can do the Hulk smash.
Yeah, he thinks he's the Hulk. Okay, so let's. There's the gate. It's still open. Because as I'll show you in a minute, the firemen who came through here, who dug and made some of these dirt roads, had to break through the fence in order to get through. So a lot of the horse fence back here is all tore down and broken. Okay, right here you can see there's a break in the fence and this lovely dirt road that they built. That was the firemen having to come and break through. So we're gonna keep on walking out here now and show you what else the firemen did. Here comes Handsome catching up. Come on, kitty kitty. This is our creek, which is now completely dry. This is an old pipe. Our property used to be used back in the old miner days, and we have a lot of equipment left on our property from the old miners. So that's pretty cool. We also have some Indian grinding rocks and things like that on our property. But right back here is the very back of our property here. And all these roads were built by the firemen who were staying back here protecting us. So yay for them, but everything back here looks so much different. As you can see, we get closer. You can't really tell now, but a month ago, all of this back here, all of the ground was completely black, all the way up past here to right where my finger is. All this was completely black. All of these trees were pretty badly burned, and there was still some white ashes. But now everything's starting to grow again and is looking a little healthier and a little more normal. But as you can see, there's still some evidence. Black ground there. And some more burned ground here and some dead trees. All the way back there is a little road that they built through. So that's kind of what it looks like now. And up here at the top of this hill is where the firemen were stationed up there, kind of keeping an eye on the property. They were still up there about 2 weeks ago, but now they are gone, and this is kind of what's left. The fire burned all the way to right here, the back of our property. I don't know if you can see it, I still don't know how to zoom. But there's a little rock wall back there that was built by the miners close to 200 years ago, and it's still standing. Okay, as you can see, this bush is burned pretty badly, and there's still some white ash over here.